So,
Hi,
Angela, hi.
Sandra. Hello. There we
Yes,
are.
I am happy to have you here on the Skype call now. And yes, today we want to talk about some horse talk and
Yes.
your horse life story. And yes, and how you are working your horses and how do you work with your students and their horses. And yeah, first of all, I think we start with a little story, your horse life story. So it's your turn now.
Okay. Well, first, thank you for having me here in this Skype meeting.
Yes.
I was 19 then. Did not learn so much about the horsemanship, and I learned the way as everyone
Mm-hmm.
learns how to ride a horse on a riding arena horse,
Mm-hmm.
and that was not the fine tuning that I'm searching
Mm-hmm.
for. In the years passed by, I met different horses, horses of other people. I start to help people with the horses and always searching for possibilities to train the horse more friendly,
Yes.
but did not know how because I did not met the right instructors
Mm-hmm.
on my way. So that was actually the first period of being with the horses. I already did a lot of that horsemanship, but I never give it a name.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to see in the theory of the horsemanship and the herd, the behavior of horses, I discovered that I already did a lot of things um, when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
just by feeling. And I also did a lot of things that I would never do again now. Now
Mm-hmm.
I know how to train a horse more proper. Every week to the competition, I start to see more and more how I don't want to train horses.
Mm-hmm.
And then I discovered more about the horsemanship.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered more about the classical way of riding and the academic way of riding.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so in the period of 2000, 2004. In that period, I discovered a lot. There was much more than I was seeing in the first period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a lot of horses on my way where I learned a lot from, but then my Luca
Mm-hmm.
came on my way. He was a cruzado,
Mm-hmm.
pura raza
Mm-hmm.
española crossbreed with something I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So there he was a very complicated horse. He was nervous about everything I want from him, and he was not so very well built. So I have to be, I have to do everything different than I was used to.
Mm-hmm.
That's most of the time what comes on your path when you are working with horses. You always get the horse that you need to be a better trainer or to be a better horse owner. And that's what I also said to the people that I met from this horse is what you need now
Mm-hmm.
to learn more about
Mm-hmm.
how to work with this horse.
Mm-hmm.
So Luca teach me a lot, and that was my way, my official way of the official start of the academic art of riding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That horse was the switch between the first period and the
Mm-hmm.
second period, and the second period was the classical
Yeah.
period.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
started to read books, I started to work with all the things I learned, so that poor Luca,
Mm-hmm.
the poor horse,
Yes.
have to do everything that I discovered in the book
Yes.
and on the videos,
Mm-hmm.
but he did it. When I was 25 years, I switched a bit back to the first period. I start to realize that I was good in helping people and their horses.
Mm-hmm.
So what I already did was helping my friends with the horses or people who are having a bit of difficulties with horses. I help them. But now I did not have a job, so I have to do something to earn money. So I think, okay, well, I like being with horses. People like being with me, I guess, because they ask me to help them. And then I start to think about teaching
Mm-hmm.
and start my own company in teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about when I was 25 years, I think about that plans to do that and to help people. I want to give the horse the possibility to show the pureness
Mm-hmm.
of his being, and I want to show to the people how the horse can be pure, but when they are having good communication,
Mm-hmm.
the horse can go with that human to the goals that the human
Mm-hmm.
wants, like a competition or
Mm-hmm.
be really good in the academic art of riding
Mm-hmm.
or what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's in a little story what I do till the day
Mm-hmm.
of now. And I think now we have starting a really nice new period with the ideas where you tell me about blanq world
Mm-hmm.
and the goals of blanq and the pillars of blanq. And that's what connects a lot with me. It resonates a lot with me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's where we are now.
Yes. Very good. So thank you so far. And let's talk about yes, about the basic work in the horse training. So because yeah, blanq and me in person, I very much love the basic work, but this is not excluding higher exercises. So for me, it's yeah, working some small pieces, some small steps, splitting exercises, explaining the horse and the student in very small steps. Yeah, this is very important to get yeah, nice movements and to get into higher levels, higher exercises.
Yes.
So, yes, this would be my question to you as well. How do you see the basic? Where is the basic and what is basic for you? What does it mean?
Yes. Well, I like to start with the beginning because people are buying a horse and then they decide where to put the horse, the stable, the fields, the paddock, the surroundings. So the people, the human decides a lot for the horse. That's one. So the horse is actually put in that stable and paddock and fields by decision of the human. So that's what I want to make the owner aware of, that the owner already have a lot of, yeah, I don't know how to say it. The owner decide a lot about the horse and what is the horse thinking of that. The owner even decides which friends the horse should have.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
that is what it is because Holland is a little small country and we have only little stamps
Mm-hmm.
for the to put the horses on. We
Mm-hmm.
don't have a lot of big fields and a lot of mountain. Don't have
Mm-hmm.
mountains. We don't. The horses live in small areas. A lot of horses in
Mm-hmm.
small areas. So that's the possibilities we have here in Holland.
Mm-hmm.
In Germany, it's a bit different, but. So the horse lives in that stable field paddock, and the owner did buy the horse with a certain goal, so the horse must do that. And there starts the disappointment already
Mm-hmm.
for the horse and for the owner. So what I try to tell the owner is that we should make a connection from the mind of the horse to the mind of the owner.
Mm-hmm.
And there's where the connection starts. And the first pillar is the charisma of the horse. How does the horse look in his freedom?
Mm-hmm.
The freedom we give him
Mm-hmm.
in the field or paddock. Look to your horse and see how the horse is watching, how the horse is reacting, the mimics of the face. That is what we want to see in training also. If that looks nice, because when the horse is always looking angry and his ears flat, and that's not most of the time, the horse looks nice and relaxed, calm with his friends when you have the right friends. Or in the arena or around pen or a little paddock, work in freedom, try to connect a bit, see how the horse is reacting. Is the horse running, or is he calm? Is he not moving? Is he scared? Does he want to go out? And then I learn the student to see the horse, really see the horse.
So
Put the horse aside.
what you are also what I hear out of what you are talking about is that the students, the people, they can learn something out of the horse, out of the horse's reactions, out of the
Yes.
horse's friendships, about their behavior. So yes, it is something by watching the horses, by learning about horses, we as humans can learn something for ourselves, isn't it?
Yes.
That way around as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I want to be sure that they see also the movements of the horse, and I can see it because I'm always scanning. When I see the horse for the first time, I scan the body and I try to see how the movements are and where the horse puts his hoofs and how his neck is carrying and so on. And that's my beginning point. That's where I start my education to the human, the owner, and the horse. And the owner can also learn to see how the movements are now and where we can improve the movements, to better movements. And then we are speaking with the horse about one little thing, one piece of what we want from the horse. For example, lower the head or look to the left or look to the right. And there we start. No matter if the horse is already high educated or young, we always start in the basics and the watching. And then we are on our way to connect, because I don't use the exercises for the exercises. I use the exercises as communication between the two.
Yes, and as I understand, it's about improving the movements. This is the point. It is not, as you just said, doing exercises because it's called an exercise and we have to do this exercise. It is about improving the movement and improving, let's say, also a feeling of freedom, for example, for the horse, of being this individuum, who
Yeah,
he really is. And us humans, we can take something out of that communication, out of that learning. So, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because when they always walk on the left side of the horse,
Yes.
yeah, we know in the groundwork we also have to walk on the right side of
Yes.
the horse. But in the English way of training horses,
Mm-hmm.
people always walk on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are changing the plan,
Mm-hmm.
what combination have, then they start to think, oh,
Yeah.
what could I do?
Mm-hmm.
That's also a nice beginning to
Mm-hmm.
change something in the way of doing
Mm-hmm.
things
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that already change the communication between human and yeah, horse.
Human and horse, and
Yes,
also the trainer and the student. So this is
yes,
also an
yes,
interesting point, because it is, yeah, it is also about a connection between the trainer and the student.
yes, yes.
So
We are
it,
a bit of weird trainers because we do everything different.
yes.
Yeah, and that's something we have to realize because we start to say, don't sit on your horse,
Mm-hmm.
walk from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are working from the back of the horse.
Yes.
We teach the horse everything, and we work from the ground,
Mm-hmm.
teach everything from the ground, and then sit on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
What I most of the time do is half. So we work from the
Mm-hmm.
ground a bit of time, and
Mm-hmm.
then we sit on the horse and repeat what
Mm-hmm.
we did from the ground with the knowledge we have from that moment
Yeah, so it is
before.
also, it is not excluded to ride
No,
the horse, because some
no.
people, they think we are just doing groundwork and we are
Yeah,
always walking, but we love to walk, but we are
yeah,
not always walking. We love to ride.
no,
It is, of course, it is about riding, and
yes. All we do is about riding, and every movement, aid, and so on, we all do it to use it when we are sitting on the horse. And
mhm,
that's sometimes difficult to understand that how can you do that?
mhm,
You walk on your feet and then you sit on your horse, and that's different. But the horse knows, the
mhm,
horse understands. When you teach him something from the ground and you ask with the same intention, the
mhm,
same question as you did ask from the ground,
mhm,
the horse knows what to do.
mhm.
And that's the most amazing thing of horses, they know
Yes.
it. So the intention aid is for me the most important aid.
Mhm.
And that's the amazing thing of horses. They know the connection between all the different
Yes,
questions.
and this is the mirroring, I guess, also that
Yeah,
the horse, I mean, already mirrors how the educator or yeah, the owner, what he wants and what he is thinking about. If
yes,
somebody is thinking in the next corner, there's a lot of trouble, so the horse already gets feared and yeah,
yeah.
stressed by the owner's mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of riders know that it works like that. And I think in our way of working with horses, we go even deeper in the material.
Mm-hmm.
We go deeper in the connection between the horse and his owner, rider.
Can you describe that point?
Yeah, that is a really difficult because it is a feeling, it is a connection
Mm-hmm.
that is not so easy to put in words.
Mm-hmm.
But when your horse and you are connected together,
Mm-hmm.
then words are not necessary anymore.
Yes.
You have that connection,
Mm-hmm.
and that connection must be built up in time
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of patience.
Yes.
You have to accept things that they are as they are
Mm-hmm.
at the moment.
Very difficult. That's
Yeah,
a very
very difficult
difficult
for
point.
humans
Very
because you
difficult.
buy the horse for that goal and you want to
Yes.
go for that goal, and the horse is not doing what you want.
Yes.
Why is the horse not doing what you want? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, it is letting go of
Yes.
all your expectations and all letting go your goals. Just being with the horse.
Yes.
It's magical to think about that. So when I work with my horses and I have that connection that I need to let the horse do what I want, and not because I want it, but because the horse wants to do it for me, that's the most nice way to work with horses. And I think that one starts with the intention 8. It's always start with your intention and what you want, and start with a little question, just to move his hoof a centimeter, or just to lift his neck a bit higher or a bit lower. And with all that easy questions, you start a nice connection with your horse.
The communication, yes.
And then you can make the build up of the exercise you want, or you use for your goals, or the horse needs for the health of his body. Don't forget that. The horse need a lot of exercises for the health of the body.
Yes.
Not to do it in front of the judge. That's what people made it of it. People made it a nice act.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary for the horse.
No. We want to build up the muscles. That the horse can carry his own weight and us as rider as well. And these, what we were talking about, also these magical moments, they are coming by the connection of the mind and the body, of course. These are both. But this is this magical feeling, I guess the riders are searching for. We are searching for this connected moments, and this is no matter in which exercise it is fulfilled. It does not matter.
Exactly.
It does not matter which exercise. It is the moment of the lightness we feel between each other, the connection. So there's no need of much. It is a need of less. It is a need of less.
Tyler of the blanq world also. We want more of less.
Yes.
I say it good? Yes. I have to get used on the nice sentence of the blanq world. But yeah, we want less.
Yes. Because
and we get more if we do less.
Yes.
And that's what I experienced in all the years of working with the horses. The less you do, the more you get.
Yes, and this is why we are very, as you told before, the weird trainers. Because we are turning things round.
Yeah.
And this is, sometimes it is strange for students when they get to know us in the first time, in the first meeting. And we say, we turn it around now. And
a little different.
Yeah, a little different. So, yes. But
when they give the trust to us as trainers, that's an honor, I think, because it's not easy to do everything different than you know. It's very vulnerable. Always with the compassion and with the love for the horse. And that's always the thing that connects people from different disciplines.
Disciplines, riding disciplines. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, because it is
the love of the horse, because no one wants to do the horse harm, actually.
Yes. So, but we are open for other disciplines. We are not excluding. We are not excluding because we want to to do for the horse and
Yeah.
for the rider, because the
Yes.
rider can
Yeah.
learn out of it. The rider can
Yeah.
learn out of it, and the horse can develop better movements or more muscles. So it is
That's right.
independent, yeah, independent of the disciplines. Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
training, yes. And can you tell me something about the connection with your students and you as a trainer? Because I guess this is a very important point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that.
have a nice group of students, and um, what I can say, and I don't want to scare people about me. Uh, First, I'm a bit a weird trainer, so we already spoke about that. You cannot only be a trainer, in my opinion, because the person you work with did have a day with maybe stress or sadness or happiness, or people have a lot of experiences during the day before they go to their horse and start their riding lesson.
Mhm.
So in the most of the time, that's with a lot of people working with humans, is that you are getting a connection, but also a feeling about a person, because you want to look through the horse a bit to see how the horse feels, but you also want to look a bit through the student, how he or she is feeling that day. Is he stressed, or is she too calm?
Mm-hmm.
And there must be more energy,
Yes.
or is she tired, or and so on and so on. So you learn not the student is not only the student, because they tell, oh, sorry, Angela, I'm a bit tired because I did not sleep this night because of. So then you know there is a person behind the student.
Yes.
And there's also a person behind the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that two persons also getting a bit of a conversation with one more than the other, but everything is okay. For me, there is space for everything.
But what you are talking about now is also of, let's say, being human.
Yes.
I mean, it is the student has his life and his ups and downs, and the trainer as well.
Yeah, that's life. Yeah, that's
So,
life.
and
Yeah.
and we are connecting into the very moment, and it is our part to bring that person up again and give him some forward. Let's say some forward. And yes, and of course the horse is also in that connection.
And it's not possible to wear a mask if you work in the methods we work with. The horse knows immediately how you feel.
Yes.
So when I, as trainer, had a stressed day, busy, and a lot of things went wrong that day, well, of course, before I go to the students, I breathe, exercises to be calm and nice, but sometimes the horse knows. Oh, Angela, you are not so calm this day.
Yeah, to have that point, you talked about it's not possible to wear a mask.
No,
And
it's not
this is the very point of blanq, because blank is blank. Being the person you are, and
everything that is.
yes,
That's okay.
yes, that is what the horses are teaching us, to be the person we are. And yes, so I guess we had some talk about the horses and about the training and about the students. And yes, maybe we pick up another topic for the next
I
time.
think, yeah,
So,
it's nice to pick up a new topic and speak about it next
yes,
time.
very good. So, thank you, Angela, and see you next time. Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Sandra. Bye bye.